Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Seahawks are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the Cardinals, who will need to be strong up front.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And the D looking like they may blitz. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sean Robinson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And now here's a carry heading left. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. It's second down. Dalton looking. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go. B-19. Hot.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
All right, here we go. Hot.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after try forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Complete here on 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down following the run.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Gun.
The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a gain of 15 that time. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. So Dalton now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Second down, Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and a mile. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go! Green, 39!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
No, check. Patriot! All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39! Gone! Hurry up, here we go!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Now they'll run on the draw. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Dalton bootlegs out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And now a high kick trying to pin them back. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Time running out here on the play clock. He'll look to throw. The 20. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. minutes now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
An update from down in L.A. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The tight end changing his position. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Defense showing blitz. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way way down inside the 20-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now they try the right side here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And to give this time to the tailback. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth,